Records released by House Republicans show President Biden had dozens of email exchanges with a business associate of his son, Hunter, during his time as vice president. According to the records, then VP Biden emailed the business associate 54 times during the period. Those records are said to show messages that were sent around the time Joe Biden was traveling to Ukraine when he was vice president and Hunter was working for a Ukrainian gas company. The White House has repeatedly denied that Mr. Biden had any involvement in his son's business affairs. NBC News congressional correspondent Julie Cirin joins us now to dig into this a little more. Julie, so what do we know about these email disclosures?
Yeah, hey, good morning, Joe. Well, we don't know much about the emails themselves because we have not seen what's actually in them. That's because the House Ways and Means Committee, one of the panels in the Republican-led House that are looking into Hunter Biden, that are investigating his father, trying to come up with some kind of evidence to link Hunter Biden's business dealings to President Biden. This panel has just released the fact that these emails exist. This came to light after the committee heard from those two IRS whistleblowers over the summer and since has kept in contact with them. They have said that these emails were sent, 54 of them to be exact, by then Vice President Joe Biden to Eric Cirin, the business associate of Hunter Biden's. During that time period, like you laid out, around the time that Biden traveled to Ukraine, the elder Biden and his son was on the board, transitioning to the board of Burisma, that Ukrainian gas company.
So, Julie, how's the White House responding to this? And also, are we hearing anything from that business associate?
Well, the White House formally declined to comment, but they are pointing to some stuff that Democrats, especially ones on the panel and on other committees that are, again, tasked with investigating Hunter Biden, like Jamie Raskin, for example, who sits on the Oversight Committee. He pointed to past statements that Eric Cirin had made, including before the panels. Back in the spring, he actually met with the committee staff for a closed-door transcribed interview. Raskin had pointed to comments that Cirin made then, saying that Joe Biden, when he was VP, had no knowledge of any of Hunter Biden's business dealings. They also say that at the time, Eric Cirin was also serving as the VP's informal financial advisor, that he was advising him on matters of taxes and other financial matters as well. So the White House and Democrats are saying this is purely coincidental, that Joe Biden had nothing to do with the business dealings, again, as they've been saying, of his son Hunter.
So have House Republicans indicated how much weight they're giving these email exchanges in their overall discussion of this impeachment inquiry into President Biden?
Well, all of this evidence just really lines up to the mountain that they say they've been collecting, the mountain of evidence that they say they've had, both in these closed-door transcribed interviews, but also in the subsequent documents that they've been collecting. And they've released these emails, not the emails themselves, of course, but the fact that they exist earlier this week. They say this points to this mountain of evidence that Joe Biden somehow had something to do with his son's business dealings. This isn't in of itself something that they're going to use as a center point of their investigation, but it adds to things that they are collecting, especially since the full House had formalized this impeachment inquiry just before they left for break. And certainly this is something they're going to continue to use when they return in January, as they decide whether to push ahead with this inquiry, whether to formalize these articles of impeachment. That's definitely going to be a big question for House Republicans. And certainly all the evidence they can get, Joe, is what they're going to use to try and make this connection happen.
All right, Julie Cirin. Julie, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.